Nepa had other plans, but then we move. We can't give up, right? All right. So the topic is, should you lie about your body count? Should you be transparent about it, or you should just cover it up? I'm going to share with you my opinion, what I think. But before then, I'd like to hear from you. What do you think? Is this something that you should share? Or do you think it's even weird for someone to be asking you that question? Thank you for joining. Let me know where you're joining from. Do you think it's weird for somebody to even ask you a question like that? All right, let me hear from you. Like I said, I'm going to share my opinion with you. But then when it comes to body count, I think it's very sensitive. It's a very sensitive topic. And then, especially for women, it can be somehow because women tend to be at the receiving end most of the time when it comes to things like this. I mean, as a woman, if you tell a man that you've slept with like 200 men, most times a woman like that might be labeled as a whore, you know. But then a man can do all of these things and then he will just walk and people would even be clapping for him. Oh, you're the man, you're the man. So you see, issues like this can be very sensitive and it might not really favor a woman. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is there are things that if a woman should say it the way it is, it can be a problem. Let me give you an example. For example, if a woman gets pregnant out of wedlock, gives birth to a child, and then you see something like that's going to follow her all through her life. All right. When it's time for her to get married, most times a lot of men will be like, oh, I don't want a woman who already has a child. I don't want a baby mama. I don't want to inherit another man's child. You know, in my own society, you hear things like plus after one, that one after one, you know. So that's why when it comes to body count and all of that, the odds are always against us women. But then again, the question is, should we even share this? What do you think? If you're joining me, thank you so much for joining. Let me know what your thoughts are on this topic. And the topic is, should you lie about your body counts? Let me hear from you guys. All right, so let me tell you what I think, okay? When it comes to this issue of body count, should I tell him the truth? Should I tell her the truth? He's even supposed to be asking me these questions. She is supposed to be asking me this question. What I think is that when it comes to relationship, all right, one of the foundations of a healthy relationship is honesty. Okay, in order for you to build trust, you need to be honest, you need to have integrity. And I think it's not good for you to lie about anything whatsoever, however sensitive that thing is. Okay, so what I'm going to say is if they ask, say the truth. But if they don't ask, zip it. Zip it, my darling. Nobody is asking you whether you don't cross London Bridge or not. If nobody is asking you, you have no business sharing it. All right? But if they ask, like I said, you say the truth. But then again, having said that, why have body count? Why not avoid body count to start with? Like, I think it's very, very avoidable. Because when it comes to body count or whatever, all of this is not just about, yes, you've had so many men or you've slept with so many women. It's about what is involved in it. When you go on this whatever spree of mating, a lot of things are being exchanged, a lot of energies are being exchanged. And the truth of the matter is, people don't say this enough. But a lot of people are walking around with so many things that you can't even see with the physical eyes. Yes, someone is depressed, is unstable, has anger issues, is just so erratic. You think it's normal? You think that's how the person came to this world? Some of these things will pick them up from wherever. Okay, so the thing is, I think the real question we should be asking is, why have body counts in the first place? Why not avoid it? Because it's avoidable. I know it's not easy. Yes, it's not easy in a time like this, especially with social media. You see a lot of things. You can be online just innocently trying to get one or two information, and you're seeing something dropping on your screen, and you might want to check it, and before you know, all of your body is like, you understand. So it's not so easy not to have body count, but then it's very, very possible. And if you avoid it, you're going to save yourself a whole lot of stress, a whole lot of things. Some men are doing so well in their businesses. Some women are thriving in their respective area of specialization, but then you just encounter someone and everything begins to go down the hill. And most times you won't even know why these things are happening to you. And you see, recently I found out that it's not a spiritual thing anymore. It's even science based, like science backed, sorry. All right. Science has come out to prove that it's possible for you to get depression from someone who is already depressed if you sleep with that person. It's possible for you to become unstable just by sleeping with someone who is unstable. Yes, it's there. Okay, so that's a more reason why we should even avoid having the body count to start with. You can avoid it, like it's possible. Thank you. It's possible to avoid it. Okay, you know, the thing is that this whole issue of people sleeping with each other, this one is sleeping, you don't know how many people the other person is sleeping with. It might be that, okay, Mr. A has slept with what, 30 people who are also sleeping with other people. And it's just like, it's endless. And you innocently sleep with someone who has slept with another person, and the person's partner has slept with other people. And before you know, all of these things are on you. Someone becomes unstable. Apart from being depressed and all of that, you are at the risk of contracting viral diseases, and it's just endless. So the point is, the question we should be asking is, why not can we avoid having body count to start with? So that's it for me. All right, let me hear from you. What do you think? Exactly, exactly. We don't know what whoever is carrying, whatever what. I know this is not a popular opinion, okay? A lot of people will be like, yeah, what's there? You can have sex anytime you want to have sex with whoever you want to have sex with. Nobody is going to lock you up for that. In the society, is not a crime, especially when you are up to the age, okay? But then again, you have to put yourself, consider your safety, physical safety, emotional safety, mental safety. All of those things are things that you should be considering. Excuse me. It's not just about the activity itself, it's the aftermath of it. Some time ago, I shared a video on my channel, and I was like, she might have left your bed, but I mean, she might have left your bed, but you didn't just exchange bodily fluid with her, you've exchanged a whole lot. Some people think that's crazy, that's weird, that's absurd. What kind of topic is that? What are you even saying? Some people drop comments for you and they're like, this is BS, you know? And you see, I don't blame anybody. This we all have our opinion, okay? Everybody has a right to his own opinion. And our opinions are, I mean, you don't have to think the way I think, you don't have to see things the way I see things, all right? And you have a right, absolutely a right to think the way you think. But then some things are just the truth. All right. If you don't know it, you might think otherwise. But if you know it, you know. You don't even royalty don't even just lay with anybody. They don't do that. There are royal settings where the man, before he gets to sleep with any woman, he would need to marry a woman like that. They don't just exchange with people like that. So think about it. If royalties will want to be that careful, I know you might not be royalty or anything. That's to tell you that there is something there. There's a reason why they are that careful. Okay? So that's how it is. You don't just share your life with just anybody. But then again, back to the topic, even if you, this is not like to judge anybody who has probably out of ignorance done a whole lot of these things. Some people might have, because of their exposure in life, where they find themselves, the things that they have been kind of, exposed to, might have done quite a lot. But then there is no judgment. You always have an opportunity to turn around and turn things around in your life. It doesn't matter who you are. Okay, I remember somewhere in the Bible where I think it's a parable of Jesus was with his disciples and they were just talking and he was teaching them, and then they brought a woman and they said they caught her sleeping with a man. She has committed the sin of adultery. So they were ready and about to stone her to death. But then Christ asked them, which one of you, if any of you here is without sin, be the first to throw the stone. And I mean, I think they kind of thought about their life, and one by one, they stood up and left. Nobody stoned that woman to death. Nobody did, because at the end of the day, nobody be sent. Okay, we've all sinned in one way or the other. We've all made mistakes in our lives in one way or the other. Okay, we've all made mistakes. Nobody is without mistakes. But as long as you're a human being, you're prone to making mistakes. But the thing is, being able to turn around, come back from that mistake and make it right. That is the ultimate thing. Okay, it's not just enough to make a bunch of mistakes, but to not to repeat them or not to continually live in your mistakes. You can you can turn your life around. It doesn't matter how many people you've been with. It doesn't matter how many women you've slept with. Okay, it does not matter. And then back to the topic at hand, if you should lie about it or not. For those who are just joining me, or for those who are just joining us, you don't need to lie when you're in a committed relationship, even if the relationship is not committed. And for me, I think, why would you be in a relationship if it's not going to be committed in the first place? Why waste your time and have shallow relationships? Okay, for you to build trust, you need to have integrity, you need to be honest. Honesty is key. So do not lie. If the person asks, most people won't even ask this question. Most people will not ask because let me just tell you the truth. I can't even imagine asking my husband, telling him, how many women have you in total? How many you don't knock? What if he tells me 100? So I'll now be living my life daily and be imagining things and thinking, trying to picture him with 100. Like, I think that's torture. It's needless. There's no need for that. So I think most people will not ask, but then there are exceptions. There are people who want to know, like I said in the beginning, was it in this video or not? There are people who want to know your past, your present, and even your future. All right? Thank you. There are people who want to know all of these things. And you cannot say they don't have a right to. Everybody has a right to ask whatever they want to ask. People are not expected to behave the same way. We are not all the same. All right. So if they do ask, you say the truth. But if they don't, you zip it, because if some informations are better left personal. They are better left in the past. Some of your pasts are better left in the past. The only past you should be bringing up are things that you know would affect your present relationship, especially things like children, or things like maybe let's say you have, for example, God forbid, you have HIV. You cannot go and meet one innocent woman or one innocent man and then infect them with whatever. I mean, in a situation like that, it is expected that you say the truth, because if not, you're going to put another person in danger. So if that information is going to become, if that information is going to be something that would put your spouse in danger, then I think it's something you should share even without being asked. But if it's something that nobody is going to get hurt by it, then why bring it up? Let sleeping dogs lie. I been episode they talk about let sleeping dogs lie. You don't need to say what no need for all of that. I know sometimes as human beings, in a bid for us to be transparent and show love and show integrity and all of that, we want to say and say and say and say, but to what end? Some things are too sensitive and some things are better left unsaid. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Alec, this shouldn't be a monologue, please, guys. I really want to know your thoughts on this topic. And if you watch this video later on after I had uploaded it, after the live session ends, of course, I would also still want to know your thoughts. Drop it in the comments and let's learn from you. So that's the thing. Say the truth if you're being asked. If you're not being asked, keep it to yourself. And if possible, avoid having body count. The lesser your body count, trust me, the better your life will be. The lesser your, but let me say it again for emphasis, though, it's not as if you're deaf, but for emphasis, the lesser your body count, the better your life will be and even your future. And it manifests even in marriage. For some people who cannot keep their hands off themselves, every time you want to, oh, I want to do, I want to do, I want to do. When you're not married, now you have the license, heaven is in support of you, your friends are in support, your parents, every element is in support. Come and do now. You don't want to do anymore. You don't want to do anymore because all the energy, all the excitement, you've already used it up. So you see, it has implications. It has, if you see people talking up against premarital sex, it's for your own good. If you're a young person, probably in your early 20s, in your early 30s, or whatever the age actually, and you're about to get married, hold it still. Forget this whole issue of how do I know if we're compatible, how do I know if this person is going to be able to to take my energy. You see a lot of weird questions out there. If it's about sexual compatibility, my brother and my sister, it's not something you can determine now, because the truth is you might be compatible now, but you definitely don't know what is going to happen in the future. You know, life is full of uncertainties. People can get, people can just, diseases can come up. God forbid it's not going to be your portion, all right? But then, libido, our libidos can change by illness, by stress. Now you're young, you don't have kids yet, you're always in the mood because you have lesser things to think about. When you get married and you have children, as a woman, that woman who can ride 16 rounds with you might not be able to even go two with you after having one child. This is reality. So sometimes it's good to think beyond where you are now. I know you might not be able to picture it completely because you're not in that space yet, but then sometimes you just try as much as possible to even think far a little bit. It's not just about now. It's not just about how you feel. Oh, I love this person so much. I can't get a hold of myself. I want to do it. Do it. But then it has its own implication. Okay, and this is not even any, not to put fear in your heart or anything, please. But then it's important that you pay attention because it's going to help you in the long run. So you cannot, for those who are asking, this is not the question anyways, but you cannot really test sexual compatibility because you might be compatible now, but not be in the future. You might have high sex drive now, but not have high sex drive in the future. And you see, even if in the future you do not have high sex drive anymore, you can always work on it. So the question is, the thing is, are you ready? Are you willing to be committed to this person through thick and thin? Are you willing? Are you ready to be committed to that relationship through it all? That is the question. It's not about whether we're compatible, whether she can. I am very, 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 very hot in that area. You can be hot all you want, and there is nothing wrong with being hot, okay? But then marriage is a different ball game altogether. And I know that it's not everybody that is looking forward to getting married because honestly, I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way, but with the kind of information I see online, with the kind of videos I see online, I'm just worried that probably in the next 8, 10 years, people will not even be getting married anymore. Because you hear a lot of things and you be like, wow. It's the truth, I'm telling you. A lot of people, I don't know if it's because of their probably bad experiences. Because at the end of the day, I believe that we share whatever we're sharing online because of our experiences. Okay, your experience in life is going to determine the kind of things you share with people offline and even online. Okay, so I sometimes I watch these videos and I'm worried. I listen to, not like I listen to him per se, but I stumble on his content from time to time and I worry. Someone like Gege of Nigeria. Sometimes I see this guy and I'll be like, what's happen like this? What is the problem? You know, he would say something like, I will not advise you guys to get married, but if you must get married, then marry 3 women or 2 women. And I'm like, you never finish your one first. You want to marry another one, join. You want to marry 3. How you want to manage them? Because in his opinion, he thinks that women are full of, so many things that if one is giving you attitude, you switch to the next one. Well, in my opinion, committed relationship is not like that. You see, the mistake a lot of people make is that they think that because you're married, you're not going to feel attracted sometimes for other people, or you're not going to see some people and think that they are so fine. That is not out of the question. You're definitely going to meet people every once in a while and feel like, wow, as a woman, you feel like, wow, this guy is cute, man. Or as a man, you see a lady and you're like, ah, shit, see, babe, you know. But then the essence of marriage is your commitment. You remember your commitment. You remember your vows. Your vows are not just some fancy words you say for people to clap for you. No, those words are deeper than just the saying of it. Okay, those are promises. So you remember your promises and you want to go back to your spouse. So if you're telling me that they marry 3 wives or have multiple girlfriends so that if this one is acting up, you switch to the next one, where is the commitment? Like, where is the commitment? So that means you're just mating. As far as I'm concerned, you're just, spreading your seed for a man, spreading your seed all over the place. There is no commitment, there is no substance, it's just all shallowness everywhere. So that is his own opinion. That's why, because at the end, at the beginning of this video, I said we share things because of our experiences. I don't know what that guy has been through. I don't know the kind of experiences he has had, but definitely whatever it is made him come to this conclusion and the things that he's sharing with people. Okay, that is his own opinion, and he has a right to them. So that's the thing. I believe in committed relationship. I believe that committed relationships are fulfilling, they are beneficial, they can be mutually satisfying. All right. It depends on how you see it. It depends on you as a person. Are you willing to be committed? Are you willing to have integrity? Are you willing? Because really, it's all about your ability to make the decision. That is what love is all about. When you love someone, doesn't mean that sometimes you don't have feelings for other people. You do, but then you remember your promise. And when you remember your promise, what do? You try to bring that person back into where you were before. It's possible to do these things. If you feel that the fire in your relationship is dying down, you can ignite it again. If you feel that the passion is going down, you can bring the passion back into your relationship. If you really value your commitment, if you really want to stay true to your, yeah, if you really want to stay true to your promises, you can bring back the passion and the fire into your relationship. Okay, so I think I've answered this question again and again and again and again. I still want to hear from you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you. Yes, yes, that's it. So that's just my opinion anyway. Some people will say, yes, you can lie through your teeth if you have to, if that is going to help you save your relationship. That's you. Okay, that's you. But then I'm saying this from, I'm looking at it from the perspective of having a relationship that is built on trust, all right, that is built on transparency, that is built on respect. If you respect someone, you won't lie to them. If you respect someone, you won't lie to them. You won't want to hide things from them. Okay. So if that is what you have, if that's the kind of relationship you have, then you want to be transparent with that person. You want to tell them the truth. All right. So if they ask, tell them the truth. If they don't, it is not necessary. For emphasis again, I said if that information is something that is going to threaten your relationship in the future or threaten the existence of you in that relationship, then it's better for you to share it. Say it. No even hide them. Like for people who, for maybe for a woman, for example, who has a child already out of wedlock, and then you're hiding it, you don't want to tell the man because you think that if you tell the man, he's going to disappear, he's not going to contact you anymore. So because of that, you hide that kind of information until you think that you want to hook him first, get married to him first before you now begin to tell him. That can be devastating in the future. It's better for you, those kind of information, tell him up front. If he's going to accept you, he will. If he loves you, he will. Okay, if he loves you, he will. It's not going to deter him from loving you or committing to you just because you've had a baby or anything. For some people, it does not matter. And it's even better you tell him the truth up front instead of hiding it and then having him find out in the future. Okay, so those are the kind of informations that can be detrimental to you in the relationship. But we're talking about body counts. As long as you don't have any deadly disease that you're carrying around, nobody cares about all those people. This is your now. You're now in your relationship, in your current relationship, and that is all that matters. Do not bring it up. But if they ask, say the truth. I think I've shared my opinion on this topic. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. And if there's any topic you like for us to talk about, please feel free to drop it in the comments. If there's anything, any question you have, drop it in the comments. I really like to hear from you guys. If there's anything you want me to come on here live and let's have a discuss about it. The floor is yours. Drop it in the comments and I'll definitely go through it. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you for joining. I appreciate your contribution. So before I wrap it up, let me say this: there is no room for lie in a committed relationship, especially one that you trust. Or I'm sorry, especially one that you respect with someone that you love. There is no room for lie whatsoever. Be transparent as much as you can. Be transparent. It will help you. Because most times when people find out about whatever lies you've told, is always a turn off for both men and women. When they find out that you've lied about a particular thing, people become devastated and they might want to end the relationship. So there is no room for lie. The title says, should you lie about your body count or not? That's just the title. That's a question. But when it comes to committed relationship, there is no room for lies. Always say the truth, but be very, very sensitive. Apply wisdom, just like the Bible said it, wisdom is profitable to direct. Okay? If it's an information that is useful. You know that this one, if I no talk am now, it will come out later. No one problem, talk am. But if you know it's something that what's there, it's just like having a birthmark somewhere in your body, and then you want to, what's there is it's harmless. It's not threatening anybody, so there's no problem about that. All right, guys, it's time for me to run along and go for school runs. And I'm going to end the discussion here. It's so nice to come on here again and have this live stream. It's always like, I think the vibe is always different. It's better than this whole monologue thing where you record the video and then upload it later. Live sessions are, for me, I think is always a very wonderful experience. And thank you so much, particularly for this one. Until next time, I'll see you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you like talks about relationship like this, sex in marriage, personal growth, make sure you subscribe before you leave. Or you can find me, search for the word or my name, Wendy Zeal, and subscribe to the channel. Also, like the video and stay blessed.